Yo, welcome back. Or I'm back. It's been a couple weeks, I think. Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since I posted. Got some good news though. I'm remonetized. So, I don't get my $500 that they took away from me that I was about to start getting a month. I'm 13. I'm at $13. So, we're going to be buying more LS engines soon, or more projects, yeah. But I need you to watch my videos. Get me back to 500. That'd be nice. I could buy some, nothing really. But anyways, we are here because I've seen this question many times on the Facebook and stuff over the years. I don't think I've addressed it specifically. I know in some of my videos I've mentioned it and I've said it here and there, but I don't have a specific video on it, so I'm gonna make a specific video on it. If you have Gen 3, Gen 4 truck engine that, well, yeah, it'd be truck engine because your LS3s, your Gen 4 would have the car intake already, but also sorry if it's loud. They're doing the neighbor's roof from that tornado that took down my garage. But I'm going to show you what you need to do to swap from the truck intake to a car intake. Now, let's talk about this before you try to talk to me about it, because it ain't gonna work. LS1, LS6 intakes are your car intakes from the Gen 3 world. Well, LS2 also, but LS2, the difference between LS1, LS6 intakes and LS2 intakes is different throttle body, different injectors. I think they're EV2 injectors. LS1, LS6 has LS1 and LS6 intakes. They all look like this. The same fuel rail. We'll get to this in a second. But same everything, and they're EV1 injectors. Your LS2 intake is 4-bolt throttle body. Your LS1, LS6 is 3-bolt. So, why am I telling you that? Because one, it's good to know. Two, we'll get to that. The people on the internet that are in the LS swap groups but don't actually do LS stuff, they're just there to act like internet know-it-alls and SEMA builders. An LS1 intake is perfectly fine. They will tell you, oh, keep the truck intake, it flows better than an LS1 intake. Yes, it's true. It's very slight. If you're looking at these two intakes and you're trying to decide which one, it doesn't matter. Just put one on it. If you're actually trying to make horsepower, you're not going to use a factory intake anyways. You're going to go aftermarket fast or something. So if they're trying to tell you, oh, get an LS6 intake, the LS1 is junk, blah, 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 tell them contact me and sell me the LS1 intakes cheap, because I want all of them. Just get you a car intake because you want some clearance for your hood in your car. Your truck intake won't fit, or you just don't like how it looks and you like how these look. I'm going to show you what you got to do to put this on that when you take that off. So, first thing first, this engine's a little crooked because the weight of this is turning it. So it's about as straight as I could get it. It's about as straight as me. I'm a little. Anyways. Truck intake obviously came off of this one. With your truck stuff, you have the truck accessories, the truck water pump, as where a car water pump, this port is down here and it comes straight out. The car accessories, the alternator will be down here. The power steering pump will be right above it. So this fits, no issues. But obviously, if you're just wanting to put this on here and keep this, there are things you got to do. One, you can't run a drive-by-wire throttle body. This is a very different drive-by-wire throttle body. This is actually a throttle body off of, I believe, 97 to 90, or 97, 99, or maybe even into the early 2000s Corvettes, is this drive-by-wire throttle body. It's pretty rare, I think. It's just on here because it came with the intake. If you need this throttle body, I'll 100% sell it to you. But See, well, there we go. That's a good example. Wasn't paying attention. Here's a regular drive-by-wire throttle body. And that clears this stuff because the truck intake sits higher. Obviously, the whole reason you're going to this intake is because it sits lower. So you have to run drive-by cable if you want to keep this stuff right here. You can run the drive-by cable throttle body on the car intake with the truck water pump if you dent it. Get your little Tanya Harding and give it some dents right there. If you dent it, and it'll clear the throttle body. Let me see if I have one. It'll clear the throttle body blade up picker-upper thing. I don't think I have one just laying around. Oh, yes I do. Here we go. So, it'll sit somewhere like that. It's just a guesstimate. It'll sit about like that. So, you want to dent it. Obviously, just lay this on there with this throttle body, and you'll see where you need to dent it specifically, but it's right around that area. But you'll have issues with this pulley and this part of the bracket. So what you have to do is go to ICT and get an idler pulley relocation kit. It'll put the idler pulley right here, and you're gonna have to hack off this part of the accessory bracket. And it's complicated yet simple. So dent water pump, or get you a water pump from a 2010 Camaro with an LS3, or like I do on the swaps, get you just a regular LS1 water pump and get you the ICT spacers that space the water pump out for the spacing of the truck pulley, because your truck pulley sticks out farther than your car pulleys. So you need those 1-inch spacers if you use an LS1 water pump. Or like I said, get you the LS3 water pump from a 2010 Camaro. You don't need spacers because it's spaced the same spacing the same spacing is what the truck crank pulley needs. Or you could just change up your whole bracketry. Let me show you on the CUDA, because I'm sure you haven't seen it 8,000 times already. But this is an ICT setup. So I got the alternator over here, the power steering pump over there. And here is the spacers right there. I also like these spacers because I can run my coolant crossover right there into those spacers rather than having to find a place in the radiator or chopping up the water, the upper radiator hose, or drilling and tapping the top of the water pump, which all things you can do. But this is what it looks like on a truck engine. This is what the car intake looks like on truck engine, drive-by cable with different spacers. But also, if you watch the videos recently I posted about the car, I finally got the right ECU set up. So it's 4.8 set up with car intake and injectors and 4060. So runs great now. I didn't run bad before, but now it's really dialed in, and the throttle is a lot more crisp and everything's a lot smoother. But that's it. So what do we do again? We either get an LS1 water pump with spacers, we get a 2010 Camaro water pump with the LS3, so no spacers, or dent your truck water pump right here. But you have to get rid of this. So basically all this right here you got to get rid of. ICT makes the relocation kit. This pulley goes right here, and you chop off this part of the bracket, and then you take that, you put it on there. But make sure you get the correct intake manifold bolts, because obviously the car intake sits a lot lower than the truck intake. Let's kind of throw it on here for giggles and shits. So obviously that ain't gonna work. But you can't run a drive-by-wire throttle body on this no matter what, because yeah, just save yourself the hassle. Don't run a drive-by-wire throttle body. If you took this throttle body and stuck it on here, if I remember correctly, you're still gonna have issues here with the bottom of the drive-by-wire throttle body hitting, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Oh no, you let me know. But also, drive-by cable is so much easier. Now, you trying to attack me? Now another thing. Oh, gas. Oof. Is it gas or water? Smell it, let me know. Smell my finger. Oof, definitely old gas. Oof. Oh, that shit stinks. So another thing. Now you did that, you chopped this off, blah blah, but you got the factory crossover. You're gonna take this little tube and you're gonna have to bend it down in a way to clear the intake because it sits lower. So it's just another little tech tip. But that's it. No need to make this a 45-minute video. Like I said, ictbillet.com. That's your one-stop shop to get the parts needed. But appreciate you watching. Nice little quick video. Hopefully it helped. Hopefully it was straight to the point. If you got any questions, let me know. Appreciate you watching. I don't know what's coming next, so the Monte Carlo. I gotta start getting the ball rolling on that. This is actually the engine that's going in the Monte Carlo. Just a little dirty 5.3 that I picked off some dude's garage floor on Marketplace. But appreciate you watching. Any questions, let me know. I'd like to, if you got any specific questions that are worth making a video on, put them in the comments. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about because I've done swaps and I assume that you might already know, or for me, it's something that I just kind of breeze through and I don't think about maybe making a video for you to really show you specifics on. But if you got some, let me know. Appreciate you watching. I still got stickers available. I got somebody working on a drawing for me to do shirts, and I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I almost made some shirts, but I'm trying to get the CUDA drawn in a cartoonish way because I had a picture of the CUDA. I had it kind of mocked up on a shirt and it just looked weird being an actual picture. I'm trying to do the like the David Freiberger's shirt of his duster, the crop duster and the Charger. I'm trying to make it look like that in a way, not trying to copy it completely. But anyways, appreciate you watching. It's getting louder, so I'll see y'all next time. Go build some.